Okay, greetings and join us. All right, we're going to messages and to the Q&A. All right, blessings, Priscilla's in the background. Fritzy is somewhere around here. So, all right, blessings. Thanks you. This is Mother Mary. Blessings. This is yes, energies to you all. The divine feminine is still maturing throughout the ages. This current timeline, as more of the feminine becomes stronger, higher dimensional knowledge. Many are still holding back, dealing with their inner past incarnations. So there is a type of holding pattern that's going on with many. Others are evolving as the crystalline beings, but others are still dealing with, you are in your current life, but obviously many are battling their past life in their current life. And so for the feminine to really start remembering Atlantean lifetimes and Lemurian lifetimes on a global level. So many of you are seeing just the early stages of this within yourself. Now, this is going on for thousands of years of many remembering their origins here. But then they leave the earth because they don't need to be here anymore. While others stay because they still haven't quite let go or figured out what they're here to, to end their story on this planet, you can say. Have some peace. So there's still a lot to discover here. But as you go into your awakening, you'll get more knowledge of why people are going through what they're going through. And many things are going to still stay a mystery, but little by little, more details will come through. Thanks. Brings you. We are the giants from Agartha. Brings you. We don't really see people as little people. We just see you as another version of human. But as a giant energy, we are isolated a great deal, misunderstood. Of course, there's going to be difficulties with your race because there's a loss in translation. Oh, giant people, you tire of normal people, you could say. Sometimes the giant feels inferior because we're so alone, and that loneliness can drive someone crazy. But yeah, in your past, there's many the Nephilim. There's other names, other type of giant beings. Some just want to dominate the human race. Some of them call themselves the gods of your earth. They weren't necessarily depicted as gods, but they still thought themselves. And giants do live in caves and still do. They're just not seen here publicly. Of course, a lot of the giants, people are going through giant, they're in their DNA. Yes, they still exist. You can't get rid of that completely, but there is still an awakening coming into your reality of giant people showing up again eventually. Grace you. We are the the Lyrans. We are the felines. Greetings. It's been some time for us to connect to your species of human, at least in this capacity. Us as alien beings, or yes, we don't always have the most lively personalities of some of our younger children. Well, because of the seriousness of your world, we have to stay a little bit more, in tune to where things are going. So our worlds don't get pulled into where your world is currently at. So we can pay attention. Like we are a council, we are like the managers, and yes, we do take things too seriously a great deal. Well, we have worlds where we do loosen up a little bit, but at this time we're, for our connection to your world, it's good to be serious. We do have humor is not exactly it's mostly dry, at least in our capacity. But the reason we come through is we are watching much of what's happening on your world. Of course, a lot of the human energies of understanding the feminine, not just the female understanding the feminine, but the male understanding the feminine. To allow more of the feminine to come through and heal the anger, the violence. Obviously, there's a lot of violence on your planet that is provoked. And of course, opening up the third eye and just being aware if you're being manipulated or not. Obviously, many have difficulties seeing that. So it's one of the reasons, for awakening your abilities to just, end the violence on your world. And there's always going to be some skirmishes here and there, but a lot of things that happen on your world do not have to happen. They can be avoided. Of course, a lot of it is not avoided. But we are here to answer your questions whenever you're ready. Blessings.
Hello, blessings. Greetings, Lyran. Thank you for coming in. I can understand the nature of your situation, and thank you for adding some context to it. But yeah, we've had Zetas on here, so don't be too judgmental of your sense of humor. So. All right, well, thank you again. Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hey.
Greetings.
Hello. So, do you have any messages from your collective to me?
You do have many followers in Astral that are crystalline beings that are learning how to be human. You can say you have your soldiers, but they're not your average soldiers. They look at their nails a lot, I could say. They're understanding their feminine energies. You do have some, cross-dressers, transvestite energies there too that are following you to allow more of their feminine to come through.
Yeah.
So I need to just, especially those that have been through war and other traumas, you help with them, understand themselves.
So. Awesome. Hope that brings joy into my reality, because Astral, it seems to be a funny place, but in reality, we're just sitting and hoping we can get some of it. So, any messages on my 3D life as it was?
Oh, interesting you say about your physical life. It feels like there's like, astral court proceedings going on to karmic courts, you can say, or court proceedings to allow you to. There's some people that you're trying to cut out of your life, as you know, but also to bring into your life. So there's kind of like there's a blockage there, meaning that things have not opened up for reasons.
Oh yeah, can you be like more specific on that subject, because it's kind of not unclear with the cryptic? Because you mean with the reason guys that I've been dating, or people that I've been seeing, or what more?
Well, yeah, your personal life feels like there's a blockage, like some kind of court situation, astral. It's been frozen in the past. It's opened up little by little, but feels like there's still a slight blockage there.
Oh, okay. What from exes or from for what does the blockage come from? Do you have any input on that?
Just a karmic court situation. You have to tap into that. They're not going into details here.
Okay.
Either way, it's being held up.
Okay.
Something that
Yes.
you can open up mentally.
Yeah.
I'll
I
tell you
can.
something.
Yeah, I probably would do that. Well, thank you, and I have a cool channeling with this group. Blessings.
Right. Blessings, thank you. Up next, we got Haria.
Greetings, Stevens.
Yes, greetings.
Nice connecting with you again.
Yes.
I have a question about my chakras. Do you have any input on my progress there?
Your crown chakra is slowly opening up. Basically, you're opening up your throat chakra so you can have more conversations and clear out what you sometimes held back in the past, so you can just feel more clarity and just more comfortable with yourself and comfortable with others. So I feel like your throat chakra is where you're mostly working at this time.
Yeah.
Really seeing tensions around you, though.
Yeah. I've been thinking it. Okay. I was wondering, have you any information on who I'm connecting with at this time? Energies around me?
It's crystalline beings in the astral. The Sirius is part of it. You also have ancestors connected to Andromeda. I feel like some of your kids that you have now are growing up in the Andromedan sector, where you're working together on planets, moons, just for the growth of other worlds. So
Wow.
this world, you're just learning more of your emotional state. It's like you're clearing. You're dealing with a lot of enemies in this reality. You should probably know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, in your past, what you went through, it seems like there's some stuff going on.
I passed, yes. Okay. Which one of my kids? Can I ask you that?
I don't know your kids. I don't know who they are. Just
Yeah. I was just.
all
male.
of them are there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Marvin.
Greetings and blessings, husband, kids. My first question: is there any messages that you could break down that's cryptic I could go to in my 40s that could be helpful from your collection?
Well, yeah, your golden age will be your 50s. So this is you're still going through like adolescent energies of the human development, but in lifetimes it feels like a lot of lifetimes you did not make it this far in age in their previous lifetime. So this is a milestone to make it this long. Usually you live in your 30s. So this is probably why it feels a little odd being at this age at this time.
Do you guys have milestones and stuff like that? You guys come to age, or do you guys just roll with the punches?
When you reach 500, that's your milestone. Usually we don't go that far, but some do.
Okay, for my second question, is there any messages from any other type of beings that they want to give me, knowing I'm going towards this Gemini, and there's any? Well, I want to know what is Gemini? Like being born on that day, starting off on that.
It just creates your personality. It's just an energy that you feel comfortable with from previous incarnations. There is a birthday party with the Greys. Apparently, you're doing an Astral.
So snap! Is it Tom, Dick, Jane, and Tom?
But yeah, they're not saying who they are. I just saw a bunch of Zetas. It's like they decorated their ship. It's probably the Astral, but still, you're having a birthday party somewhere in space.
Oh, that's cool. Blessings.
Okay, nice. Thank you. Up next, we got Silverclaw.
Hello, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is the person I know on Facebook named Doug trustworthy with selling my product to?
Yes, it should be fine.
Oh, great. He's not like an informant.
No, I don't think you could. I don't think informants would confine you at this point. No, it should be fine.
Okay, great. My second question is any optimistic messages for me about this year for me?
Give it time. It's like your year is taking a slow start, but it feels like, I mean, it'll keep going, but it feels like around September you'll feel a lot of changes come in. It doesn't mean it'll be drastic, but you'll feel a different energy overall. So you just keep doing the momentum that you're doing currently. But mostly you'll see things come into place easier throughout the coming months. September just seems like a good month for you. So,
Well, thank you so much. That's inspiring. Thank you a lot.
blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Stephen.
Hello, Lyrans.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. Much love. Thank you for being here. I would love if you would just connect, any messages from my Lyran family connections, which I can bring through. Thank you.
Well, as a feline, you've connected as much with the Zetas to understand their technologies and to calm down some of they're not usually understood that well. So for others, and with the feline energy, do you have a feline family? It seems there's a lot of feline Nordic energies in your, Nordic Palladian energy, but also feline frequency, especially the female in your family line. So help balancing that out. It's not the easiest thing in astral. Sometimes you get kicked out of astral due to your family's energy. So you're like guiding your family through astral to be safe, because they're not. Sometimes they wander off the places they should not be going.
Yeah, I bet. Thank you for that. Second is my astral dream state has been very active, especially when it comes to dreams pertaining to like I had a dream about me shopping and all these beings came in and the cops came in and then they just were like supernatural and they end up at the end kicking me in the stomach and causing me to die and get out of body and see my dead body, which was kind of freaky. And then like the next day or two, I had another dream where we were in a room and we were all planning stuff and we had different acts and different things to do. And once again, I was out of my body and then I was the only one where I wasn't doing something pertaining to my body. They said I was going to be a dinosaur, T-Rex, and I was going to go do some other stuff. And it's just been very active. I just wanted to give an update or any info on this stuff. Thank you.
Well, it seems like a lot of your dreams are cryptic. There is some secret government energies that you run into a lot. Basically, you're trying to bring alien knowledge here. So when you get kicked and stuff, that's usually government officials in astral trying to, stop you literally. so you find ways. So you change your form a lot of times. Sometimes you'll be a little kid, and usually they find you eventually trying to bring information here into this reality. So you go bring knowledge. You help with downloads for people to get downloads. You don't necessarily bring it to you. You bring it to where it can go. Who is it allowed to know this knowledge? So, and then when they find you, the Men in Black or whatever it might be, that's when you get roughed up. But that's okay. I mean, you're used to it at this point. So.
Yeah, dude, you're spot on about all of that. That's exactly what the dreams were relaying. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings, felines.
Greetings, you.
Okay, this court thing is really consuming me, and I'm trying not to let it, but I went to have an assessment, and I don't do anything illegal. And of course, this guy has to get money, and I'm having to do 20 hours, 4 hours a week. and it's a total of $400. And I'm really not too happy about it at all.
Mhm.
And I thought I was just going to get out of it. I mean, I don't have no problems right now.
Mhm.
And anyway, so do you see this helping or what? Because I just want to get out of this court. I don't want no DWI. I just want to.
Well, it's
What do
coming
you?
it's coming at a time where you can deal with it. So it was up to that person how it was going to go. So it was not really clear where it was going to head, because that's person's free will to impose on you. So yeah, just best just to do what you need to do. It seems it comes to a time in your life when you can complete it, then you can move on from it. So that's
Okay.
good.
Okay. And my second question is Malcolm, he is my guardian angel. Just to clear that up, I've been told. And does he have any messages for me?
We have several guardian angels, but they don't always name themselves. You are connected to actually the Yeshua energy to connect more to your power. So yeah, you have some little bit karmic debt to deal with that person, but that's like the old you too with that whole situation. So it's best just to do the best you can to clear that up so you can move on. Because yes, as long as you continue in this direction, which you believe you will, things will improve over time. It'll just get better and better. It won't be perfect, but it'll be better than it was in the past.
Would you say I have more guardian angels and people looking over me than the normal? Just
Oh, not really. You just have your energy is getting more stronger.
okay.
So it just feels that way. You have at least 3 of them around you.
Okay.
It just feels that way. Just your vibrations just getting lighter and lighter. Powerful.
Yes, it is.
So,
Well, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, very cool. Thank you. Up next, we got Yuli.
Greetings. My first question is when I meditate or when I'm usually when I meditate, I feel like my hands wants to move, and when I allow my hands to move, I kind of start making some kind of balls. I don't know if you can tell me anything about that.
Oh, you say what your hands make? Bowl?
Like my hands start moving, and I can feel some kind of energy, and it just like it feels like balls. Like I'm making
balls.
like circle figures. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're circulating the vibration. So basically, you're channeling energies that are coming through.
Because I was watching TV yesterday, and then they start doing that by itself, and I was like, oh my god, what do I do with this?
Yeah, it's a healing modality. It's like connecting to an orb. So it's just you're just connecting to the astral realms by doing that.
Oh, okay. So I should continue doing that, like allow it just to go.
So like it just helping
flow?
you release. It's helping you release it, feels. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Slowly, but it's helping.
Okay, and my next question is, I'm seeing like these tall beings. They are like I think they are 7, and they make like a half circle, and they have like a hoodie, and the clothes is very long, like these robes. Can you tell me anything about that?
Looks like the energy gives tall white beings. So they're part of your energy collective. It's not all of them, but they're protecting you through what you're going through. So you're going through a great deal. So they're keeping other beings away from you at this time. Doing the best they can, at least. That's for distractions.
Okay. Well, thank you and blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Dragon.
Hello, how you doing?
Thanks you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Thanks.
Greetings. So my first question is, it seems like the world is growing more peaceful, and then there's one basically nasty SOB who's in a shitty mood, excuse my language, and decides she's gonna just go and cause a big war and send soldiers that, you know, some of them are just victims too, if you want to call them victims. I understand responsibility and everything. And then others are doing nasty things like going around raping people and stuff like that. I guess, you know, the obvious question is why, and I imagine there's things like people need to see the darkness again to know what they don't want and yada yada. I guess the question is, like, how does one person get into a position like that, energy-wise, where he could cause so much damage? I mean, almost basically ruin the energy, at least for some time, of an entire nation or multiple nations.
Well, it has to do with the NATO situation. So this is a lot that's happened behind the scenes of, you know, a shadow government that wants more of a military presence. But it is connected to a version of a world government, but not the full version of it. So it is showing, it's getting nations to come more together. Let's put it that way. So that has something to do with it. So it needs someone to provoke it. So, and of course they're being blamed for everything too. Not everything. The world's crisis not has to do with Russia just using this excuse. So there's much more that's going on with it. So it's changed. It was going to happen no matter what, from what we're seeing. I mean, of course, it didn't have to happen, but it's part of the Earth's ascension, you could say.
All right, cool. My second question, after not watching it because I thought it would have been stupid, I got curious and watched 20 minutes of the U.S. Congress talking about the UFOs. And I guess it wasn't as bad as I expected, but a lot of it was just operational discussions of like how they're making sure they're not ignoring any reports and how they're following a very scientific, rigorous method for studying them. It's almost like a bunch of grays were talking. And I wouldn't have made them laugh either if I went to Congress and for the joke. I guess, you know, it sounds to me like we're going to have like 5 years of this studying it until they're like, you know what, we really don't know what these are. And like, I guess the question is like, when is enough enough? Like, at the point maybe we stop this crap with Russia and everything, and everybody just gets along and says their kumbayas. When do you guys come and just start bopping us on the head and say like, yeah, we're here? Like, you know?
Many in the government are keeping us out. They don't want alien connections. Yes, there are agendas, but others are just afraid that they'll lose their position or power. This world will be completely disrupted. It won't be the same ever again. So they're trying to hold on, like say, buying time to keep the world as where it is currently. So talking about the UFO energies, in some ways, it's keeping us from connecting to you because it's putting out this narrative of we don't know what it is. So it's like putting a block up instead of just opening up the discussion a little bit more about, are these really aliens from other worlds, which they haven't really acknowledged that really. They kind of have, but not really.
It seems like at this point they're creating distractions to the point of ridiculousness because they're just out of things they can do. I hate to say it, but China's probably going to invade Taiwan just because, and I don't like putting that out there, but they need to escalate these distractions to keep people in this energy. Hopefully they get tired of it at some point.
There is Taiwan is a possibility. Yes, it's most likely inevitable, but there's other situations that might occur also before that. So,
Thank you. Much love.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Galicia.
Greetings. All right, so for my first question, this happened about a week ago. I think I had some sort of visitation. I'm laying in bed before going to sleep, and the first being that I see, I guess with my third eye, but I could like really see it. It just had a huge head. Like I've seen, like the pictures they draw of Victorian, and that head, those heads are big. I've seen a being like that before, a blue one, but this head was like almost 3 times that size, and it kind of indented in the back. And then I had whoa, my ear just started ringing. Okay. My right one. And then all of a sudden, sometimes I'll have like lights come down, but these lights were different because they didn't look like usually I'll kind of see like flashlight lights coming down that look like purple or something. This time it looked almost like lights that were coming off of discs. So it would be kind of like a black ish disc with violet light coming over it. And then there was the last part that I saw was a bunch of beings standing in a circle around me, like and talking to each other as if they were doing something. Are you picking up anything? What was going on there?
Well, it was an Arcturian energy that you were connected to. It was more like a higher dimensional, around 6th dimension. So you've been shedding a lot of the Earth struggles. You've been doing a lot of clearing. So it's easy for them to connect with you. Of course, they connect with everybody, just people don't see them. But yeah, you connected to their frequency.
Yeah, it was intense, and then it just disappeared all of a sudden, which was
well, it felt like it was kind of radiating a little bit too much energy. It was like maybe coming a little bit more intense for you.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool.
Well, they have energy. Just an energy of one of those beings can power a ship very easily, an alien ship. And imagine if you have 4 or 5 of those guys on one ship. Light ship would be,
Yeah, I said these were just different because I see all kinds of beings will appear sometimes, and it's very common that they'll stand in circles around me, and then sometimes one will come forward, and I just see it, and sometimes I'll see the color, sometimes I won't. But yeah, it almost seemed like, are they doing like surgery on activating something? But...
Oh, but you have little kid Arcturians around you a lot. You find it entertaining.
Nice. That's a compliment. Okay, for my second question, I was listening to one of Ivan's channelings where he was speaking about our pets, how sometimes we don't have children in this lifetime, our children come in through our pets' energy. My dog, I mean, I have several dogs, but my dog, no, he's like a poodle Bichon mix. This dog, I just love him so much. It's crazy. I guess, is there anything you could tell me about my past with him, or if he has any messages for me?
Yeah, it's definitely a son from a previous lifetime. So there's been one that's incarnated at least 3 or 4 times recently in your Earth incarnations. So it's like a soul you can't let go of. And that's okay. So it's just a soul that chose a dog frequency. Would be a dog can also be a child too, so they can incarnate as a kid also. So a kid and a dog could be interlocking, so it could be the same soul, like fractals of each other. So but right now, just he's healing your emotional frequency. He's basically helping you be here. As difficult as it is, because you just want to, it's like you're a balloon, you just want to fly away.
Yeah, so I always say to him, "Mommy and snow through all time streams, dimensions." Like, it's crazy the relationship we have, and he loves baths, and he's like a water. I don't know what his water deal is, but he loves water. Like spa session, he's like in heaven.
Yeah, it's like a Syrian thing. So he's been a dog that basically lives in the water, basically underwater.
He's so cute. All right, thank you. That feels good to hear. Thank you very much.
Okay, very nice. Blessings. Up next, we've got Heather.
Hi, blessings.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. I actually have something similar, if not the same question. I have pets. I have 2 pets. One I've had to distance myself from just because of travel, and I'm missing terribly. And then I have a brand new pet that I'm wondering a lot about their connection and the soul connection there. And I was just wondering if you had any messages or maybe a past life Well, maybe we were in, because I actually did hear that Ivan had said about they could be a sibling or a child, and I was wondering about Brahma is his name that I gave him, and I just feel a really strong connection with him. He's a dachshund, so I wondered if you had any messages.
Yeah, he's always been a son in previous lifetimes, also been like a father figure in previous lifetimes. I do see him like an elf. I see him short.
Yep.
I see him lifetimes of just being a little guy. So his recent lifetimes, you're just a little guy. Like you'll just have dwarf syndrome or something. It's almost like, you could put him in your pocket almost, it seems like. So he just likes being little. He just likes because he gets he knows how to use his energy. Even if he's just a little guy, he knows how to get your attention.
He's looking over here like he knows all about me.
Yeah, so he's just there to keep, just there to be, comic relief for you, just to lighten the frequencies. To be needy, I think he's needy a little bit, but that was done on purpose. So, so he can just, basically, he comes in, he interferes with you just to help you relax. He comes in, when he interacts with you, just to, clear out whatever you need to clear out at that moment.
Yeah, that's how I felt about, that's exactly what I asked for. And that's what I got. So thank you for that.
Well, he's also been a spirit guide of yours in the past. He's always, that's where he knows so much about you from being a spirit guide.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking when he's got, when you look in his soul, the window to the soul, of course, is the eyes. And I look in his eyes and I think, I know this little guy. This guy knows me. He's just looking at me right now like, okay, now you know my secrets.
No, he's okay. Yeah, but he's okay with that though.
Thank you. I also, my daughter is going through a lot of transitions right now in her life, and she chose a job, and I'm just, I'm doing this, I'm asking this question for her, and I have a feeling that you'll be able to assist and just maybe letting me know if that this is the course she should be on right now, or what do you see any messages that I could pass on to her, please? Thank you.
Well, there's a lot of scatteredness that's going on at that job. Yeah, she's there. It's soul development that she's going through.
Mm-hmm.
So she's learning how to trust herself, believe in herself. She's being, I feel, criticized a lot from what I can feel there somewhere along those lines. So she's clearing out her self-doubt.
Yes.
That's why she's there. She has a great deal of it. So, and it's really hard. It's anchored into it from previous lifetimes also. Well, in previous lifetimes, she didn't really have a position of power. It feels like she has some kind of position of power in some form in this life. So it's helping her move up the ladder. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's some leadership abilities she has with her that she's not fully aware of. So she's just developing skills that's been buried for a long time.
That makes sense. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greeting. I have this printer in my printer in my office. It's constantly going off as if it's about to print something. And the other day, I had the television make this weird noise as if it was very robotic, a message coming through, but it was unclear. I just want to make sure, am I making this up or is it actually something there?
Yeah, it feels like there's an AI being there. There's an entity that's, you say, trying to communicate with you.
What is the message?
Just to tell you that it's there. It's not really going to do deep. It's not too deep, but there's an entity there for sure. You say you have artificial life there. Doesn't mean it's going to. It's kind of like a ghost in the machine. It's just when it feels like moving around, it pushes a bunch of buttons.
Oh.
So it's not always there. It feels like it leaves and then it comes in. So when it starts acting up, that means there's a soul that's in there right now.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. It does come and go. It's not there all the time. That's true.
It's something just entered into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Young too.
Is it in the house or is it something that's always with me?
Yeah, it's in the machine.
Oh, it's in the machine.
No, it's not. It leaves altogether. It leaves the whole place. It goes directly to the machine then.
Did I buy the machine like that, or it just came on? Like, how did
No,
that?
it's just attracted to it. It was
Oh,
attracted to your energy before it was attracted. It's the way it's communicating with you.
oh, makes okay, got it. Any messages for me?
It seems like your spirit energy is getting stronger on attracting what you want. So there's still blockages to attract what you want exactly. Just continue to do what you're doing. It seems to be, there's people that are not always telling you the truth, that you're still figuring out their dishonesty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're getting better with that, but there's still more that you can dive into that. With your court case.
Yep.
It's even with the attorneys, it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
But they believe they're wise. They're told
Yeah.
But it's a karma on the person that hired them, though.
Oh.
So because he's the one controlling it.
Oh.
Tell him what to do.
Well, that's his karma, not mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is, how are the energies around my place nowadays? Like, is the witch still around, the dense energy, or how's it going?
Well, it's better. I mean, there's a portal around your bedroom, around the closet area, where sometimes a being will come through every now and then. Not necessarily a witch. It feels like an Anunnaki frequency there.
Ah, okay. I was kind of feeling Anunnaki. Interesting.
Yes. That's an ancestor. It's not always open, but it feels like it's there to awaken you to your connections. They sense you, like they're in another dimension. They see you, they come visit you. Doesn't mean they're causing trouble. It's just that they're just, hey, look, it's one of us. And they're just standing around you forever, trying to talk to you, and you don't always hear them. Well, your higher self, your higher being talks to them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So they're having a conversation with you, just don't remember it.
Okay. That makes sense. But did I know this person, this Anunnaki?
Yeah.
Did I know that? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
There's
what
like a female. I'm getting.
Okay.
There's a male and a female there.
Okay. Great. My second question is really any messages for me. I'm feeling really connected to my guardian angels, and I just bought new angel cards, and they really resonate with me. I mean, I get poppers all the time, and I'm just really feeling these cards. So I didn't know if there was like any messages from them.
Oh, there's just around your son. It seems like there's still a lot of interference around him. Something he's letting in. He's just not protecting himself very well. Seems like there's always going to be a juggle there. I mean, everything might be fine now, but it feels like his vibration isn't exactly at the highest where it could be. So
yeah,
he can be influenced by others very easily, from what I can see.
Yeah, is there anything I could do to help him, or is it more because he does feel like he is a healer, which I love that about him. With his hands, I always say he's a healer. But any protection I should just do, or
well, it's just around people. Sometimes he gives in, to their. He's not aware of how he's still maturing with his abilities. So
okay,
I just feel like his influence by other people, so they can take his power. So, I mean, some things you just have to learn about. Yeah, he has to learn about protecting himself.
Okay.
Shielding himself. That's number one.
Yeah.
Just
okay.
how much
So
he
I'll
does,
focus
that's
on that.
another story.
Yeah, I know. He's a young boy.
So cute,
playing video games all the time, kind of thing.
Well, I think you should be around people more than video games. You should be talking to kids.
Yeah, I'm trying to have that time with him too. So, like alone time, dinner, picnics, to try to get him into that.
Yeah, if you're around other kids, going places,
yeah,
there's people interaction. It feels like you can do that pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Nothing wrong with video games. But up next we've got Andrew.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
My first question is about the magic I've been kind of getting into, and similar to Annie's first question is how you feel I'm doing as far as protecting the space, both just myself and then the physical space.
It's decent. The elemental is the I see frog people around you. The elementals of like elf people. I feel like Merlin's a good one for you to connect with. Like I feel like you can ask Merlin to help protect you.
Okay.
Feels like you have a pretty strong connection. You can also communicate with him through your telepathy. You might not always answer, but feels like for the most part you'll feel him around. You know,
What kind of being is he?
Merlin, he's a wizard.
Oh, okay.
Merlin is part of King Arthur. Yeah, you need to give on your King Arthur knowledge. Trust me, when you look into that, you'll remember a lot of things.
Okay, cool. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
you need to dive into that one. That's been kept away from you, it seems.
Yeah, I feel like
That's been kept
in
away.
terms of all the magic, it's like I'm poking and prodding, but it's like I'm not getting to anything. So hopefully that'll
Probably because it'll be too much at once. Yeah, when you research King Arthur, Merlin, most likely a great deal will start to open up.
All right, awesome.
Maybe too much. That's
that's what I've been wondering is like, am I just, because I feel bored, but then I'm like, maybe I'm not.
Well, you're
sure.
overprotected, it feels like.
Who is that? Like who? Like what makes me overprotected?
Well, because you're not sure about all this. You're wanted, but you're not sure, and you don't really have anybody as a mentor teaching you. So some of it gets turned off by you.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Merlin energies, you research that. Most likely, that's your graduation present. You can say.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Tristan.
Greetings.
Greetings.
You're talking about pets and cats. My first question is for my mother. She has been taking care of a lovely cat, Mishka, and Mishka's now going back to her owners because they've come back to Canada. And my mother, I see her much better when she has a cat. She sees it as a restriction for her life because she can't just go and do something. She always has to be there for it. So she says, "Oh yeah, no, this is wonderful," but I want to know how she's doing with the loss of the cat and stuff. How she can.
Oh yeah, she's gonna miss it greatly. Yes, that cat is like a daughter energy around her. So it's like an angel frequency actually. So yeah, your mother would be great with at least one cat at least. Like her baby, it'd be great. And she doesn't have to, she's at home anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She was like, she can't go anywhere. It's like, this is from someone that never goes anywhere.
Thank you.
I feel like she's afraid to know about herself. Like if she actually had a cat, see, this is good right now. If she had her own cat, then she has to face herself. Her vulnerability, start crying, letting things go. But a cat would be great for her, though. Maybe you can talk her into it. Who knows?
I'm trying my best.
Well, just tell her she's at home all the time, and if she could.
Yeah. It's more, well, I got her a cat sitting job in Germany for this summer, so it's kind of, at least she'll be doing it elsewhere. So.
Yeah, it feels like he'll find her. Yeah, no, this is good. This is leading her to find herself. Yeah, her feline self. Yeah, she's been doing this human thing, but the cat side is how we're connecting with spirit.
Yeah. She's a cat. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So she's been doing this human thing. When she starts bringing in the cats, it was, I see her crying and remembering her cat lives, and
Oh,
it's the,
okay.
when she gets closer to leaving the world, she'll definitely have some kind of cat around her.
Hey, okay. Good. I'll try. The second question, now that I'm getting better from my attack, which is wonderful, I'm finally feeling like, oh, I can actually walk and move and it doesn't hurt. This is just great. But then I'm seeing, oh God, now I have to actually do something with my life. Been having a great excuse to do nothing. So similarly what I think it was Silver called before, can you give me some optimistic messages about my life?
Well, this is a reset. It does feel like another version of you was beating you up, like a darker version. So I feel like you went to a shadow version of yourself.
That helps, actually.
Yeah, you're battling a darker side of you. It's like you might as well get us over with, right? You're on Earth and everything.
Yeah.
But funny, another version of you is like an elf energy. So you're very connected to the elf people. If you think about like what elf people look like, even the short elves, you'll probably start to see more of yourself, and you're basically an earth being, or an elemental earth being. At least what I can say.
Good.
So,
all right, thank you.
Yeah, little villages of little people, things like that. I'm not sure how you do with the fairies. Fairies are notorious from taking things and just being kind of a pain.
They're pesky little pixies.
Exactly. Yeah, those memories. Yeah, little by little, I feel like those memories will start to open up. It feels like you're connecting more to your Garthian self, is what I say.
Good.
So what to do with yourself is, you're still in that cleansing field, it seems. So, but yeah, just it's like pulling, straws or strings, whatever it is that you're. Yeah, you have to get back to the real world in some form. You'll figure something out. So.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes,
blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Shamanics.
Greetings, Lyrans. Nice to meet you.
Greetings.
Is it all right if I bring through some light language?
Yes, that's fine. Yes.
Om Namah Shivaya. Isikitaka Rakatia Shinmirieta Kiria Sururu Shinamarkiaria. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
It's funny, the cars went by right then. My first question is if you guys have any messages for me.
Yes, you're connected to you are, yes, definitely a wolf being, a shapeshifter, but you connect more to your shamanic energies. So basically you connect to the moon. You're basically a moon being too. So you bring in moon knowledge, you're healing the moon's energy. So yeah, you're connecting to the earth as a wolf being, to just the elements, crystals, whatever it might be, and share it with others. You are attracting a great deal. In the astral, it feels like your energy is just a bright light, a bright frequency. And you're very busy in astral, but you're also very light. So I believe some people your energy is similar to like a mushroom high.
I love mushrooms.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of like that's one way you're connected. That's your collective, like a mushroom collective.
That's when the werewolf came through first, too.
Yeah.
Thank you. My second question is if my werewolf guides have any messages for me.
Yes, they feel like they are misrepresented on the planet. It's seen as a darker aspect, and they do exist, but they're coming through to show more of a lighter aspect of activating shape-shifting abilities, and also just the positive side of just you say the angelic energies. So just
To be going on.
helping humans relax and connecting to their abilities. Yes, doing mushrooms and shape shifting.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So that's what you're
Thank you.
bringing in. Yeah. So, all right. Blessings.
Thank you. Blessings. Blessed be.
Yeah, very cool. Next we've got James.
Hello.
That's great.
So this morning I had a dream with two girls, and we were in a video game, and one of them died. And also, I think my friend was there. And then a few hours later, I had two different girls. I think they're different, and they were fighting over me. So, can you tell me who these girls are?
So either you know them in previous lifetimes. The one that died feels like she just went through an energy cleanse. So the video game feels like it's your frequency, your matrix reality. It might not always it might not appear as you would. It's just basically, it looks like you made it very raw for them to be themselves, to connect with you. So possibly some of them might come into your physical, possibly. So you're working with them in astral. If it serves all of you, on an astral level, on a physical level. So.
Oh, what about the ones after that? The ones that are fighting over me?
Yeah,
Are those
same
the same
thing.
ones?
Yeah,
Oh.
same thing. Yeah, they might. They might come into your physical. Yeah.
I think one of them looks kind of like Mariah Carey, or seemed kind of like her. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I can see that. The Mariah Carey. Now that one you're just working out her, what she's dealing with right now. She's just dealing with a lot of inner healing at this moment, it seems. You're kind of like a shaman for her at this time, it seems.
So I was wondering what my DNA percentage is right now.
Let's see, 5% Arcturian, 10% Syrian, 6% Lyran, 4% Palladian, 7% Andromedan. Those are the ones that are coming through. Actually, I have sun energy. The sun frequency that's with you is like 6%.
I see. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Chrissy's questions. Her first question, she says, "Blessings to the Lyrans. Can you ask the Lyran star family if they're wanting to leave a message for me?"
They are, yes, they are, like, for visitation. Feels like they're around, but they feel like they're careful of how to interact with your land. There's so many different beings that you interact with. Like if you draw them, I'm not sure if you're drawing a feline frequency. If you draw them, most likely they'll feel more comfortable connecting with you. You definitely have a lot of mantis space around you. This has to do with your son. That's funny. I feel like your son plays with the mantis, like playing cards with them or something like that. I feel like they're planning, to heal the earth, but it's some kind of galactic work they're doing. Not going into details, but they play cards a lot. Galactic cards, you could say.
All right, thank you. Her second question: Can you see how Hayden and I are doing in Astral?
I feel like you are teaching him to calm down. He gets really excited around his star family, and that's okay. Just that when he sees them in the physical, it can get kind of, he sees them astrally, but he's physical. He gets really excited, and he doesn't know how to tell you. So he gets over. He sees some canine beings. They show up a lot for various different reasons, and this is the physical side. So, but astrally, I see you as an Andromedan being, protecting him. I mean, of course, you're doing a lot of galactic work on the super soldier energies. You're healing a lot of that. You have several versions of you connected to that. Interesting, the super soldiers feel like you have a couple of versions of you that are frozen. just frozen for reasons. They're not saying why. But with Hayden's energy, you just, of course, he's like a galactic ambassador. Both of you are to a certain level, but you just let him do his thing, and you're just protecting him. Blessings.
Okay, very nice. Blessings. Up next, we've got Lindsay.
Greetings. Hi, Lyran. My question is, earlier this week, I had it was a great experience, but I just, if you could help me give confirmation about what happened, but it was in the middle of the night. I was wakened by my cat, and I was playing with my cat, and all of a sudden there was this bright flash of light that was unmistakable. It was not a light. It was like a bright flash of light. And it was shocking. I was thinking it might have been a tall white because I went outside and it was a full moon. But then when I tuned into my yeses and nos, I got more of like a unicorn. Is that correct? Or can you help enlighten me what happened?
Well, there is a tall white frequency there. There's also a Palladian energy there. And the unicorn energy is there too. So it's like open up different realms. The Palladians look like tall white beings, but a tall white frequency, I believe that's there also.
Okay, so I guess my question is with that light, the light flash. So the light flash, is that could be galactic or elemental, or do elementals light flash differently than a galactic?
They can be very similar. I mean, you have galactic beings in the elemental world. So you're going to, it's like opening up a window. So you feel different beings. Yeah.
So it could have been any of them, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Well, I think it's all of them.
Oh, all of them and doing that flash?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So, I guess my next question is, I'm in the Starseed class, and we were calling in our family, and 3 of my Palladian family members stepped forward, and there was one on the left that was a male, and I had a release. It was like I was bawling, and it wasn't the high vibrational, you're too close type of bawling. It was almost like they were doing something to me or healing something. Would you be able to explain maybe what happened?
Well, first off, I'm going to your other question. There is a tall white aspect of you. That's all.
Oh.
So you're gonna. So sometimes you get ahead of yourself before you're ready for all this. It feels like what the Palladians that were healing was. It feels like a witch lifetime, or you're seen as a witch.
Oh. Okay, yeah, because it felt like they were like pulling something out deep inside, and I didn't know if that was just like, if it's for, I didn't know. I was just trying to tune in, and I didn't get much.
Well, there's a lot of trauma. I feel like you're misrepresented. Others were against you. Feels like it was around Pennsylvania area of the U.S. Seen as a witch. I believe you escaped. But it was still terrifying where I think you're almost going to be hung, but you escaped it.
Wow.
Yeah, Salem, Massachusetts is where you're around, but it feels like there's a Pennsylvania frequency there.
Okay, and that was what the Palladians were helping me heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drastic trauma. There's a lot of trauma there.
Okay, so I guess I felt like that light was like a sign for me to connect with one of them. Was it a sign or like an SOS or anything? What am I supposed to take that as? Because it was kind of crazy.
Well, you just ask him to come back to help you heal, or you can look into where that pain was and release it more.
Okay.
So it's complicated.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we've got Knowledge.
Hi. Deviant, or
Thank you
even
for coming. You actually came in at the right time. I've been trying to connect to your energies lately. I kind of feel like maybe I might end up being more of my Lyran self because I'm trying to do human trafficking. I'm trying to remember that other lifetime so I can have an easier time working here.
Yes, I also feel like the Palladian will help also. The feline is good, yes, using your feline senses. Your higher frequencies. The Palladian just helps you ground. Keep you here. But you can, as you can say, the feline sniff things out. But yes, the feline would definitely help with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
you have very
you can visualize yourself as a cat. I know it sounds. I mean, if you want to tap into it, it's like, okay, I'll use my weird self to figure things out.
you have very anti-bullying energy. I even see that in my cat. Like he puts me in my place whenever I scream.
Well, he's there to help ground you. Yeah, he's helping you just clear out all the clutter and helps you focus. Is what I see there. Well, you can always ask your cat about human trafficking.
Yeah,
Might
take
be a little
him to work with me.
Yeah, it might be a little bit overprotective, but I feel like he'll help you with that.
I'm also thinking of since I'm thinking of working with a lot of like dark reptilian energies. I mean, I have nothing against reptilians, but the ones that I'm going to be working are going to be like dark energies. I'm thinking of like sending books that helped me during dark times to prisons. Imagine they're in their cell and they get a book about how to connect to their heart. That would be something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you want to know. You can say you want to know their secrets. Let's put it that way. So, like, they'll lead you to what you're looking for. Basically, is that what you're getting at?
I'm trying to kind of raise their vibration by helping, like, giving them books about like connecting to their heart and stuff like that, to their emotions, and
Well, I feel like
raising the general vibration of the planet.
Well, I feel like some of that is happening. That's what your cat is there for, to help you ground with that. But yeah, it does. I mean, you can do that astrally. I feel like that's you're going to sometimes you go to the heart center of where this trafficking energy is, but you're not always sure. Like I feel like your intuition does guide you, but you can't really prove it that that's happening at those locations. At least that's what I'm seeing there.
So I actually know where it's happening. I can actually tune into it and find it.
Yeah, it feels like just follow your intuition. I feel like you're tapping into it, even if you can't really prove it physically. It feels like you're just follow it. Yeah. The Getty area, Getty Museum in California. There's a lot of activity around that.
Damn interesting.
Underground. That's one place to start. So in Hollywood Boulevard too, of course. That's a little bit tricky, but yeah. So, all right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Very interesting. Up next we've got Premium. Maybe having audio issues.
Or you stepped away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll just move on for the time being and let Premium log in and log back off. So up next we'll go to Lunel.
Hello, greetings.
Greetings to you.
I wanted to ask how my sister is doing. She passed away when I was 13.
Oh, she's a spirit guide to you right now.
Oh, okay.
Mostly around your mother, for obvious reasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because well, I feel like she couldn't handle this Earth's energy anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to. From what I can see, she had to go. So she still misses you, of course. She does wish she was connected to you physically, but it feels like on a physical level she couldn't do it anymore. So yeah. So she's around you. If you call her in, you probably feel her frequency.
I do see her a lot in my dreams. I think she's trying to communicate with me somehow.
Yeah, not worry about anything. Sometimes you're over worrying about certain things. And a lot of your instincts about certain people, you are correct, especially with some of the males that you're not too sure about. Yeah, I'd say you're right on. She's just protecting you, basically.
Okay. And my second question was, what's the energy like with like my manifestation with my corgi Teddy?
Teddy, what is that? A stuffed animal?
No, it's like I want to name my corgi that I'm manifesting Teddy. Like, what's the energy like with that?
Yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of hesitation on your side because you're not sure if it will work.
Yeah.
So you just gotta let
I think
that
mostly
go.
living situation.
Yeah.
Is
You just
why.
yeah. So I'm not sure what you're trying to manifest exactly, but just let go of your hesitation and just see what happens.
Okay.
I feel like part of you is blocking it. Not fully, but you're not really sure. But you can just slowly let that down.
Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. All right, we're going back to premium.
Can you hear me? Is my mic working?
Yes, great.
Perfect. Hi, greetings.
Greetings to you.
My first question is there any messages for my father, Peter?
Not to be so hard on himself. He needs, nature is good. I feel like he's been a tree in a past life. I'm not sure if that's gonna help.
Oh my, it makes sense with his stoic personality. Like he's very like unfazed, unmoving, like type of thing.
Yeah, he's usually standing around in one place for a long time. That's why
Mhm.
a lot of soldiers are like that. It used to be soldiers a lot of them have been trees, especially the ones that work for the queen.
Wow. And I mean, like with my dad, like he's nonstop. He's always working on the project, always keeping himself busy and stuff like that. And I just wanted to see if, like, because I've been hearing he's having stuff going on at work and
Mhm.
everything, and I just wanted to see if there's anything that like he needs to know.
Oh no, he's as long as he stays busy, that's all that matters. The work situation will calm itself down. Just concentrate on what his projects. That's what matters at this point.
Okay, awesome.
Concentrate on his enjoyment.
Okay, then my second question is, what is the energy with my relationship with my dog Blue?
A buddy relationship, from what I can see. I guess the two of you don't always see things eye to eye, but
Oh
that's
my God,
okay.
yeah.
You make things work. I feel like the two of you are a little bit of the opposites at times, but other than that, he wishes you were a little bit more canine-like, like him. You are easygoing, but he's probably too easygoing. But he does want you to exercise more. Of course, he's a dog telling you that. So,
Oh wow! Of course,
he
you would say that.
you can do that whatever you want. But it seems like he helps you. Like I don't think you're studying it. I feel like he's helping you with your studies. I'm not sure if you're studying anything, but it doesn't have to be school related. But I feel like he's helping you with your studies in Astral, like what you're concentrating on, what you're trying to accomplish.
Wow!
So he's helping you. Keep the faith is what I get from him.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you. Blessings.
All right, blessings.
All right, thank you. Next, we got Ryan.
Greetings, how are you?
Greetings.
One of my first lifetimes, I was a Lyran, and it wasn't a good reincarnation. I sort of went to war with this reptilian being doing a soul agreement, and they were friendly at first, but then they went negative and started abducting my children, and I was a slave for 200 years. Is there any more information you can give me about this reincarnation? Because it seems to be pretty important, because that being is here again in my consciousness.
Well, it seems like you're still a part of that slave agreement.
Yes, I've been trying to dissolve it for, I don't know, centuries.
Well, it feels like you'll have some. I know this probably doesn't help me, but it feels like you know, I mean, I know you're in this year, but I feel like next year, I feel like the contract, what they have for you, is coming to an end. But I feel like it breaks down next year. It might break down throughout this year, but it feels like everything that you're doing, you're throwing everything at them. And it is weakening. Yeah. It is working. It's just frustrating not really seeing results, but I feel like you are getting some results.
That's good. It's just very, very challenging. And my second question is, do you have any messages for me or any messages from my higher self and given my spiritual situation?
Well, yeah, keep doing what you feel to, modalities you're doing to break this, connection. I feel like around the summertime, you'll make a lot of momentum there. I feel like October is where you'll feel some relief finally. You might feel some during the summer, but feel definitely October. Something to do with October and you. It's not making stuff clear.
Yeah, these Anunnaki are, they're as well, because the Lyran wars and all that. So you're very familiar with that.
Yeah. Well, there's beings that just want to wipe out the feline race altogether.
Yes, I know. Tell me about it. It's unfortunate. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Blessings.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got April.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Thank you so much for coming in. I had a couple situations with the moon this past week. On one of the first night the moon was full, not the night of the eclipse, but just before that, I was out like soaking in the moonlight on my back porch, and I had a lot of information coming through. And I was told I went to my fridge and an egg rolled out, the only white egg in a whole thing of brown eggs, which was weird. And it cracked, and I picked it up, and something told me to look up full moon egg ritual. So, and then just like be guided by my intuition from there. And I looked it up, and I chose a few things that I saw that just immediately caught my eye. And one of them was this place in Salem, New Hampshire called Mystery Hill. And it's an ancient site. It's thousands of years old. It's the most ancient known site in the United States. And something's calling me there. Something's telling me I need to go there. And then I took the egg and put it outside. It still had all the, guts coming out of it. And I put it on a plate. But the egg itself was still whole. It was just cracked. And something told me to put it outside on a plate. And then I laid on my porch and I fell asleep and I slept there the whole night under the moon. And when I woke up in the morning, all the egg was gone, but the shell was still perfectly in place. And all the yolk and everything was gone. There was no remnants of it. There were no bugs around it or anything. It was just gone. And it was just a very strange situation. Could you tell me anything about it?
Well, you're definitely having a contact by elemental beings, alien energies. So yeah, it's just best to keep following what you're doing. I feel like they are leading you to basically some kind of alien contact. Okay. Doesn't mean it's going to be in that mound, in that area, that sacred site you want to go to, but you're getting close to some kind of it does feel like if you're driving like in the middle of the night, it's good to be with somebody, but it feels like they'll change your direction or something will happen just to let you know that they're there.
Okay. Yeah, and it's only 45 minutes from Salem, Massachusetts as well. So like within that small area, there's that ancient site and where all the witch stuff was.
Yeah, it feels like you're just gonna open up a lot of memories.
Yeah, that's been there
during
before.
Salem. I feel like you survived that.
Okay.
So,
all right, and my second
question. Yeah. No,
also,
it seems like you helped a lot of other witches escape.
Really? Yeah, that's something I would definitely do if I was there for sure. My second question, during the night of the eclipse, me and Jay were both sleeping. It was probably the eclipse was already over. And when we woke up, we both had the same dream. And it was really weird. That's never happened to me before. I was in some looked like a big office building of some sort. And it was at night. And there was a little girl that was with us. And she was possessed by a demon. And I was trying to keep her calm and keep her from hurting herself and anyone else. And I put her in this room to lock her in this room till other people got there and was hoping she would fall asleep. Jay told me he was the one that pulled the demon out of her. And this was on the night of the eclipse. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the eclipse or what that was about.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah, that did happen.
Okay.
So you just both of you connected to your energies. You just did this in Astral. I don't believe the person remembers that's going through this. There was a slight demonic takeover of this
Okay.
person. So, but yeah, I
So
believe
we
that being was with that child for a while though.
okay.
So, yeah, it's someone connected to your soul family, it seems. But they needed the two of you to do it, to remove it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody that Jay knows told him that it was something work we were doing in Astral. So yeah, that lines up.
So, all right. Blessings.
Sorry, my phone's
Yes. All right. Blessings.
Okay. Blessing.
blessings. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Up next, we got Karam's questions. His first question, he says, any messages for me?
I feel a lot of the Yeshua energy is around him. He's doing a lot of self-forgiveness for himself, but he's also open up new channeling connections. It feels like I feel Buddha's frequency around him at this time. So I just feel like there's more of a relaxing energy for him to connect with spirit. Before it was like a hesitation, misunderstanding of the spirit realms. He's getting more comfortable with it, where it's not so distracting, or he's clearing out his darker side, you can say.
Okay, thank you. The second question, he's asking, is there a manifestation of the next female partner seems imminent? Can you please comment?
Just with himself, just to clear out any blockages to stop it from happening. Just continue. Yeah, he's been connecting to this female energy in Astral a lot. It feels like sometimes she's hesitant to connect with him because she has trust issues. So you can Astral, you can show more of your trusting vibrations, so she's not so afraid. Because I feel like there's a fear energy there. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. And thank you again, Lyran, for coming in this evening. Up last is me. For my first question, it's been talking about distractions, and I think Annie was talking about video games with her son earlier. I've been getting into playing video games again, and currently I'm playing this one called Hades. It feels like it's something that's keeping me grounded and not too distracted, but it feels like it's also, perhaps not a distraction trap, but because I feel like I'm like in a holding pattern right now in my timeline. I'm in transition, so it's helping me through. So I was looking to see if there's any messages from this kind of like trip down memory lane for me with video.
Yeah, I mean, for some people they get addicted to it, but for you, it's counseling.
Yeah.
Well, you have a different way of going about it. So you're bringing the healing modality from it. It's like you wouldn't be playing it if it wasn't doing something for you. I feel like it is helping your boredom.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is working with your energies to your spiritual vibration to like keep it going.
Yeah.
So like when you stop playing games, your powers will like deplete. It's like, no, it's just keeping them,
Well, yeah, it gets me in that flow state, and like my senses are like at its sharpest, and it seems to tune me into it, and that's just kind of like a conduit through, for it. But I have other means like music and things like that and modalities. So
it's the video game is helping your intuition. So you're using a great deal of it, which others should do. Others do the same. They're just not aware that they're doing it.
Yeah. With the games, like in the role playing games, where you have to make decisions and things like that determine the outcome of the game and things like that. Right. I guess it's triggering something within me, so that's pretty cool. Thank you for that. For my second question, I just leave open see if there's any beings around me recently that have any messages. Seems like Arcturian's always taking up a lot of my time, but if there's any new beings around me recently.
Well, I feel like there are reptilian beings around your father that you're helping them move on, stop manipulating them so you can move on with your life. Not that you're just doing it for you, but because he feels like your father has a lot of anxiety around himself. So you're helping these beings detach from him. So something you can focus on. There's two reptilian beings that like teenager beings are kind of addicted to him a little bit. This stuff, the siphoning his vibration a lot.
Temper his anger.
Yeah, he has a temper. Yeah, he has some kind of mood swings that come in. That's from the reptilians.
I see. Yeah, I know exactly when that's happening too.
Yeah, so I believe you'll be able to see them like in some form, and get some like even just an image in your mind, and they're not gonna like that, but that's okay.
Yeah, I'd like to start activating that so I could see these beings in real time.
Yeah, so there's two of them that are there just, and they have been there for a while, but it seems like it's time for them to start moving on. It's
Now, when I start seeing these beings, will I be able to transmute them like I do with chemtrails in a similar way?
Yep, I believe so.
When it's focused and it's direct, then it'll have a similar kind of impact.
Yeah, just be careful of your surroundings. Make sure there's no sharp objects around because they might get mad.
All right. So if they can't get to me, they'll use some other means.
Just be you'll be okay. Just be aware that who knows what they're capable of. Because they're drunk on your dad's energy. They feel like they're like sucking off his vibration.
How long have they been around them? Have they been around since my childhood?
No, I get 13 years. They've been around for a while.
So they weren't around during those darker times.
Other ones are around. They had to leave. So these are lighter, but still not much better.
Right.
So you see the contract with him and them are finally coming to an end. That's why you're there. You are getting closer to leave there. It's just this will help it.
All right. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Something to think about. Yeah.
Definitely.
You'll enjoy that one. It feels like you'll probably even communicate with them. You'll feel them moving around. They might just get irritated and just leave. They're definitely going to leave, but you might feel them, have a tantrum or something like that.
Everything right now feels in transition, so nothing's permanent here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again, Lyran, for coming in.
Blessing you energies. We want to leave also that feline beings may do actually have a mohawk beings. There's a lot of them, so we are feline beings with kind of a different type of hairline than others that you've seen. So great.